Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York. Beautiful fall day. And the stock market's kind of celebrated. We put in a double bottom. Don't despair. The double bottom is in, and come on back to the market. If you've been hiding, like many of us, might be time to come back. Worst that can happen is it goes down another 20%. Haha. So let's take a look at the SPY. We're going to look at a bunch of things. SPY, some biotechs, in particular the Alzheimer's drug plays and the Parkinson's drug plays, considering the move in Biogen today, which kind of created renewed interest in this group. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll also look at Athersys. It's an interesting stock at what would be about 5 or 6 pennies pre-split. I think it's $1.60 now, something like that. So we'll take a look at that as well. And I'll share screen. We'll get right at it. Hey, Jiggly. 9 trillion has been wiped out. That's nothing. We're going to get it all back. Let's take a look right now at the chart of SPY. This is the S&P 500. Let's do SPY better. Same chart, but I like the SPY better. Okay, so here we have it, double bottom. Let me draw it in. I like the fact that it actually went below the old low, turned around and shot right back up. That's the way I like it. So because it shows that they tried to bring it lower, and they suck it in a lot of people to sell it at very, very low, and now it's come back at least about 10 points off the recent low. I believe it's 10 points. Okay, so let's see. The old low was 362.17. Yesterday's low was 360.87. And the closing lows were also lower yesterday than back in June. And we put in a solid green candle today, as high as 372. So we gained about 12 points off the low. Significant. And this is a very nice candle. It's almost an engulfing, which would have made me really crazy. But it's a beautiful candle. Whenever you have a solid green reversal candle after about 10 days of straight down, which is what we got, back starting at 9/12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 11, 12 days of straight down, and we come up with this huge reversal candle. That's significant to me. I do like these one-day candles. I don't need to wait for confirmation. I believe strongly that it'll be up tomorrow. Maybe it'll pull back to the midpoint of this green candle, just letting you buy cheaper, because I think we're going to get a rally at least up to 389. Probably higher, but at least up to that level. Let me draw that in. So the first little bit of resistance is right up here at 389. And that's been a battleground, that 390 area on the S&P or SPY. So there we have it. That looks like we're going up another 20 points before we get a test. If we pass the test, the next test is the 50, and a more significant test, I believe, the next test is 100. More significant test is the 50, which is right up here at 401. There we go. 401, not 402. Come down a little. It is 402. It's 401.72 to be precise. So I believe the first test 389, second test 401.72. This time the 401.72 to 50 served as a little bit of as resistance back here on 913, and yeah, it's just the 100-day has been an area of resistance support. Let's see about the 50 now. Slide down. I'm trying to slide down. My computer's a little slow today. My computer is slow. I got too many things open. Too many thingies open. All right, the ultimate target, of course, is the 200-day, which we bounced off of at 816 at 431.73. That's come down to 420, 421. So that's come down as well. Draw horizontal line. 420.91 is the real significant resistance. So if we get a nice run up to 420, that would be 60 points or about 18%, something like that. That's the kind of rally that I expect here, at least, and maybe more. So this is just fasten your seatbelt type stock market. When that happens, there's very likely another rundown. So what you're seeing is just an unbelievable amount of volatility. I think that volatility probably continues. The only thing to make me change my mind is a close significantly above 431, the old high from August 16th. So that's where we need to close above to get me really excited. Right now, even though I think we're going to get a run, I think it's very likely to be met with a lot of resistance. So let's review. First level of resistance, 390. Second level of resistance at the 100, at 50 rather, at about 402, and then 421, something like that. It's gonna be a grind getting up above the 390 level. That'll be easy in my mind. So I think there's easy sledding ahead for bulls in the very short term. Let's take a look at some biotechs. First one I want to look at is Biogen. Biogen had news of its drug with SA, I don't know how you say it, having phenomenal results in phase 3. And the stock was up $80 to 276. That's a 40% move. That's some nice move today for Biogen. Where is it? I don't even see it. Is it higher than this? Yeah, there it is. 280 something was the high. And it's interesting because it tried to give back a lot more, all the way down to 265, and rallied back to 277 at the close. So this is a very bullish candle, very, very bullish. Heavy accumulation on this news of the Alzheimer's drug that reverses, not only stops progression of Alzheimer's, but reverses it. So that's good. And it also, at least early on, had an effect on the other Alzheimer's plays. Let's take a look at what it might have affected. Where do I think this is going? I have no idea, but probably down from here, and then ultimately up, probably back above 300 at some point. This is going to get approved. So in the short term, you might get a pullback, but I think it'll be good for a long while. Let's just take a look at the weekly for the hell of it. The recent high was up here at 295. I think we can exceed that with approval of this drug. So Biogen is very bullish, buy on pullbacks. And what about how does it affect the other Alzheimer's plays? Let's look at Sava. It's up to is it up? Looks like it's up. It says down. The close, yes, the close. Oh, I'm looking at the weekly. Come on, daily. All right, so we are down, and we're down rather significantly, 5% on the day. Started out the day considerably higher, opened at 48.85, ran as high as 50.77, almost as high as its recent high of 51.06, 51.59 rather, from 9.22, but gave back throughout the day. And unlike Biogen, didn't recover much off the lows. The low was 41.34 to close 43.84. So very bearish candle, but nothing to worry about, I don't think, if you own Sava. Just normal trading. And the trend line is still very much intact. If you're just looking at it from the naked eye, with the naked eye, you can see that the near-term trend is pretty much intact. Pretty much intact. Okay, so Sava did not get much of a boost. In fact, it went down. Let's take a look at AVXL, another Anavex, another Alzheimer's play. This one had a solid green, bringing it back above 10, and close above the 50. Very bullish candle. So this one, I would expect at this juncture to move up to challenge its recent highs. I'll draw that in. It looks off the chart very much like it's going to go up to this level here, which is about $12. So I think it's an easy run from 10.40 to $12, which is the top end of its recent trading range. If it takes out the upper end of this candle, it's very significant. The high of this candle is 13.39. Then we're off to the races. But for now, it looks like a good bet that we're going to go higher, at least in the short term, like to $12. Then let's look at another Alzheimer's play, Longeveron, LGVN. This one had a gain, but a very weak looking candle. So not too excited about it. And it's really been in the doghouse lately. This would not be my first choice to buy. Although, I mean, for the long term, it might be a great buy. So just not in the short term. The chart doesn't do it for me. Long term, probably a great hold, and maybe even an add. What other plays? PRTA, I think I listed. PRTA, Prothena. I don't know what they're into these days. One of the neurodegenerative diseases, probably Parkinson's. Maybe, I'm not sure. but it went up significantly, 87%, $27. It almost doubled. It's a huge candle. So I'm not sure what the news is on Prothena. I'm going to take a look. Get a little quicker on my phone. So just hanging there with me. I want to see the news on Prothena. This looks like it made a move independent of Biogen. I don't think that's the reason. Prothena news. These stocks are on the radar after Biogen. Eisai surprising. Yeah, it looks like no news. I see. Well, maybe. No news. Just the fact that it's an Alzheimer's play. So this is an interesting one to watch. I mean, with a run like this, you got to figure it'll give back half. So half of 27 would be about 13, bring you back to about $45 a share. And if you want to get in, I would not chase because I don't know what the heck I'm chasing here. $45 is probably still too much to pay. But if I think it's going to go down and then back up, which they often do, I would look for about $45 on that one. What else? Novus, ANVS, both an Alzheimer's play and also a Parkinson's play. More of a Parkinson's play. Draw clear drawings. Up a little, more than a little, 5%. But it had come off a bunch, huge. It had a huge run to as high as $24 from a recent low of $10. Went up 150% before coming down to yesterday's low of 1267. So this was also considerably higher today, 15.25 at one point, and it closed at the bottom of its daily range. We don't like that, but it did find support at the 50. So you got to watch this 50 moving average. A close below that would make me very cautious here. I happen to own a lot of this one. I don't think I'm selling, but I'm watching it carefully. I like the turn that it seems to be making here. This little hook. So if it continues doing that, I'll be very happy. It's at some point I expect this one will make another run for new highs this year. But right now it seems to be, I'm not sure. Not sure whether it's weak, strong, neutral. I guess with this candle it's mixed. I have to call it neutral. My position on an Novus short term would be neutral. I have to wait and see on this one. I think that's about all that I put down. MA has anything to say? Shalom to you, MA. VIXL, yes. AVXL had a nice move, and Prothena really had a nice move. Sava could have had a better move. And Patrick is wheeling and dealing in Sava. He is wheeling and dealing, trading it in and out. Good man. You're making money, good man. And Chigley, I got a question for you. Am I better off buying Athersys, or am I better off betting on the Jets at 250 to 1 to win the Super Bowl? So what's the better bet? 1,000 shares of Athersys that would cost $1,550, or should I put $1,000 on the Jets at 250 to 1? I'm half kidding, but it's spoiling down to that. This is basically penny stock mentality, We hit a low of about $1 pre-market down here where it opened at 113. And, a buck would be the equivalent of 4 cents pre-split. So it was trading at 4 cents, less than a nickel. Now it's trading at a little bit more than 6 pennies pre-split. It's tempting to me to buy some just for the hell of it. Just, like I did bet the Jets with a small amount of money, maybe a small amount of money here on Athersys just for the hell of it. All right, so that's been it. I mean, I'm rooting for Athersys. I'm rooting for that multi-stem. I think it does have potential. Athersys is an example of a company that was terribly mismanaged and had bad luck. And Jiggly is laughing at my Jets. Well, Buffalo, but yeah, Buffalo is an amazing team this year. So, yeah, but I think they lost this weekend, didn't they? I haven't been paying too much attention. All right, so that's it for today, and that's it for till Friday. I expect to be on with Professor Spike and probably Kamal on Friday. See you all then. Happy trading. Ciao.